Hey babies, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Kimmy Kims, and today this video is going to be a story time. The time when my wig fell in public, honey. I won't really say public, but it happened like with my friends, but it was around a good 15-20 of us, so it was definitely in public. So before I get into this video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. And yeah, let's get into the video. I was around 15, 16. Yeah, I was still in secondary school or high school, and I loved beauty supply store wigs. Like, that was just my go-to. I love synthetic hair, honey. I didn't know nothing about no Brazilian or Peruvian. I only knew synthetic hair from your beauty supply store, and I loved it. I basically loved wigs. I would never have a sew-in. I think I got a sew-in once, and that was for prom. But whenever you saw me back then with hair, it was always a wig, honey, because I had liked wigs. So it was around, I think, probably around July, when my dad told the members of the group that I was in that we had to put a dance together for this meeting they were having. Basically, all members from different Caribbean islands was coming to St. Lucia, and we had to basically be like the entertainment. So we decided to do like an African dance. So lo and behold, we would practice every Saturday for the dance, and a guy who I used to talk to a long time ago, he had inboxed me on Facebook. Now let me tell you the story about this guy, honey. When I was 13 and I was like in Form 1, I had really liked to see him. Like, I had met him. We were at, I think, either Festival of Lights or Square. If you're St. Lucian, you know what I'm talking about. Together was a whole group of us. And he went to St. Mary's College, and I went to Convent, of course. And I'd really like to see him, you know. He was in a couple forms higher than me, but I still like to see him. But eventually time goes on, we stopped talking, we stopped communicating. I didn't really like him anymore, and we just kept it on like a friendly basis, like, hi, you okay, I'm good, whatever. So he had then messaged me on Facebook. Fast forward, he messages me on Facebook, and he's like, hey, would you like to chill or whatever? So I said, fine, okay. I'm always busy because that time I was preparing for CXC, I believe, because I was still in secondary school. Yeah, I was still in secondary school. So I told him, okay, I could only meet him on Saturday because at the CSA Center where we were practicing the dance. I said, I'm learning a dance there, but we could always chill after, so you could come meet me there. So the time comes and he meets me at the CSA Center. It was the Saturday. And then I am like, okay, you know, sit back at the back. You know, I'm going to practice. You could watch me and I'll just come talk to you once we're done practicing or whatever. So we were learning an African dance. So for those of you who do not know, African dance is a lot of movement. It's similar to Caribbean dancing. It's a lot of thrusting, a lot of energy, and a lot of movement. You have to use your body. And so we basically started the dance. So we were starting the dance. I was doing my little thing, honey. I was doing all the moves that I had to do. But for some reason, I was putting an extra, you know, oomph into it. And I guess I was doing that because I had somebody watching me, even if I didn't like him. Like, I didn't really care if he was watching me or not, but I still put in that extra, you know. So it comes down to this move when we are on all fours. Basically, I would basically, you know, thrusting our little hips and our shoulders back like this while hitting the floor at the same time. And so I'm doing it and I'm putting so much effort into it, and then all of a sudden my wig came tumbling down. My wig came tumbling down, and then I was like, instead I picked it up and put it right back on my head. Now remember, it's around 15 girls in doing the dance, and about 5 other people like on looking, like our other friends, our guy friends that were there. So instead I take the wig and put it back on my head, I was just watching the wig. I was like, did my wig really just come off my head? And then one of my friends who was not in the dance, she was basically watching us. I turned, like, I looked straight at her, and I'm like, you know, I needed like some, you know, not assurance. I wouldn't say assurance. What is the word? Like, I just needed somebody to see that my wig had fallen. Like, is this really what I'm seeing? So I'm watching her, and then I I give her eye contact, and I give eye contact to the wig, like, is this seriously, did my wig seriously just fall off my head in front of everybody, and nobody didn't even notice? So at that point, she bursts out laughing, which makes everybody stop dancing to see what the fuck she's laughing at. And everybody turned around, start laughing. My little braids, I didn't even have braids. I basically had some crazy plaits sticking out, and everybody started to laugh. I ran, I take my wig, I put my wig back on my head, and that was that. And to be honest, I didn't give a shit if this guy had just seen my wig. I see my wig just fall, because like I said, I didn't like him anymore. It was just like a friendly thing. So I didn't I wasn't embarrassed, honey. I mean, everybody knew I was wearing wigs. I mean, it was a good laugh, a tap on my shoulder. I'm just happy it didn't happen like in public. It happened around people that I knew. I knew everybody. It was like friends. Thank God it wasn't like in town, in Castries, Rodney Bay, and then my wig falling. That would have been crazy. So crazy. But that's the time of when my wig fell off of my head. My wig did also fall at the beach, which is in public, honey. So if you would like to know that, if you'd like to hear that story time of when my wig have fall in the water at the beach, comment down below and I will do a video on that for you guys if you really want to see it. And also, I just want to say RIP to the guy I was talking about in the video. For those of you who don't know, he committed suicide a couple years ago. It's really sad. And yeah, so respect to you, honey. And I'm your girl, Kimmy Kim, signing off. Until next time, babes.